Hello, Assalamualaikum. So today we are uh, meeting again in Aisha podcast. So in previous week, we have reacted to our members and friend presentation. So today we are going to do more to see our reaction on their presentation. So as you know, you have know us better in previous video, which is Nuha, Husna, Fatin, and Ainul. So say hi, guys.
Hi.
Hello.
So are you ready for the next presentation from Afia and Nabil?
Yes, we are ready.
Inshallah.
Oh.
Okay. So let's start.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Afia binti Razan and my matrix number is 1211262. I am a year 1 of architecture students in Islamic Science University of Malaysia, USI. And as of today, I would love to present my final project from last semester. It is called Mobile Texture Pop-Up Pot. But before we go through details in my design, let me explain to you the briefing and the requirement of this project. But first, let's see the project brief.
This is maybe the quality.
So the name of this project is Individual Mobile Texture Pop-Up Pot, and
So actually, you want to say something about the intro of her presentation? Any anything to say?
The picture is blurry and I think the briefing paper is not important to show. At least she show the picture of the project is okay. It's enough.
Yeah, I agree because
I
we had to explain more, right? You want to say something?
I said I agree with what Fatin said.
Yeah. Husna, I know you want to add something from our
Maybe she
reaction
don't
here.
have to put that picture in uh cover the whole screen. You know what I mean, right? Uh, maybe she could place it beside her and explain it, not fully covered the screen. Agree.
I
Yeah.
think she needs
I know you want to add something.
to go down her. Sorry, I know I can't hear you. Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah. Very bit slow.
Hello?
Ah,
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
oh no. Am I the only one who can hear?
No, 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 no. Can't
Me
hear.
too. I can hear.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Ah, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I think she needs to talk slowly so that um to show her relax. We
Oh,
heard her talking like um nervous and want to end end the presentation fast. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. I
Okay.
can
Understood.
Yeah. I
I can see it.
Agree.
And also, what I'm going to say is, her her pictures is actually covered her face on the first 1 minutes. So we had to actually, if we present something, we have to put the picture beside us, not in front of us, because we have to 100% talking to the viewers who can see our video. And actually, what have I noticed is true because her tone, her voice is actually not really feeling happy when she is presenting her board and presenting her presentation, because we want to see more emotion or more body gesture that is appropriate for any presentation voice. So let's uh, continue. Can we continue?
Yes.
Sure.
Yes.
Sure.
Okay.
And also known as individual design transportable PowerPoint. The objective for this project is to raise the students' understanding of the principle, theory, vocabulary, or terms, and also build environment in architecture. Then this project also wants to develop the students' understanding of human body and its interaction, as well as to
Ita,
investigate the reasoning
can you
in
pause
shaping
it?
a form and shape.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I think that she is too close to the camera and we can see her body language well. I think she needs
Yeah.
to be
Yeah,
further
because
back.
she.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I like how she dresses appropriately and presentable. So yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Continue,
Also the
And
good eye
please.
she's
contact.
fluently speaking.
Yeah. Clear
Yeah.
voice. Fluency.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah. Anything to add?
You can
Sorry,
continue.
maybe there is.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
This project also wants to further the understanding of spatial organization and the choice of materials and construction and colors.
See here, she actually like not reading, but she actually giving the brief. But it's a long time to take to just reading the brief only, because we want to see her presentation more than the briefing of this project actually. So
Agree.
that is what I see from her presentation. Yeah.
The requirement of the foreigners to do some leisure activities.
Oh.
Sorry. Yeah.
I will explain to you how I make my point and how I got the idea of making it. But first, I want to tell is issue and use. The main issues that I choose for this project is most of the foreigners are through mental health problems like depression, anxiety, and insomnia during this
Anything to add here?
The picture is too small. I think I'm blurry.
Yeah.
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 Maybe she could zoom in a little when she's talking about
Because
issues right now. Yes.
Yeah, so that
Yeah.
So
so
she
that
could
we
Not
can
just
read it
drop.
too.
Yes.
yeah,
Focus one by one.
because actually if she doesn't like highlight the issues and use, maybe we cannot know what is she talking, where is she referring towards her presentation actually. So yeah, I agree with that.
yes.
So
Continue.
yeah. So let's see more.
Pandemic era. The pressure is especially harsher on frontliners and essential healthcare workers who are most affected in adjusting their daily life and living conditions. Healthcare staff who work in hospital are forced to live in distressing and overcrowded environment that prevent
Sorry, my network is a bit.
them to have a proper rest and sleep, which affect their daily life and working quality. The lack of space to unwind is for them to sleep, sitting, and resting inside the pod. It have enough space to do some leisure activities in this pod with more privacy and safety. They also can read books or journal in the pod to rest their mind. They also will have a private place to do a video call with their family and friends. With this kind of pod, the foreigners will not feel pressure to do their works. Even though they still cannot meet their family often, at least they can feel comfort and feel it was in their second house to do many kind of activities in it. For and also mosquito net. I use the same mechanism of it to make the pot transportable and make it easy to carry. It is because it can change from the bigger size to the smaller size. I studied what the material to make my pop-up pot design. The purpose of the pod also same as the pillbox exoskeleton. It is to protect the frontliners from virus of COVID-19 and practicing social distancing between them. My pop-up pod design is from the merging of pillbox exoskeleton. And
She didn't
Um,
change.
so
She
yeah,
didn't
what?
change. She didn't change the picture since earlier, right?
Yeah, there's
Uh,
not many diagram or pictures that she had used.
yeah,
She just used bot
the
to
same picture.
explain about. Yeah, and
No more.
after some minutes here, we can see what is she talking and where is she presenting about her pop-up what. Yeah,
The screen like it's like
so you
freezing.
want to add?
Yeah.
Hmm.
And I noticed that throughout the 8 minutes, she has to smile a bit more, I think.
Yeah, I,
Yeah.
I agree with that. But
Okay.
I like her body gesture because her hand is moving like what she talking. So we can see she's presenting well with her body gesture. But maybe her tone must be we have to, if we want to present, we have to make many different tones so the viewers will attract with our presentation like that.
I agree with you, Aisha.
Yeah. Anything to add, Husna?
Maybe she could
Or
add
Fatin?
more variety of her face expression, not only just you know, stoic, huh? Stoic expression ke? Stoic. Not only just stoic expression. Maybe when she's talking about issues, anxiety or what else, stress, she could do serious face,
Mm.
just like that.
Scary expression. Scared. Okay.
Yeah.
Scary, concern.
Agree,
That's
agree.
all.
So I know you want to add something.
You know
You
about
want to add something? I know.
about what you guys are talking earlier about the board is too like the picture is too long duration to to show us. I think it is good, but yeah, it is kind of long time to take, and it is kind of boring. And yes, it is kind of distracting too because we don't know what she is talking, why what point does she wants to show us. Yeah, I think that's all.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yes, I know.
I think we
Yeah.
can
Let's
proceed.
continue.
Why? Because she had done that. Yeah. So, move forward video. We can see here she's still using um the same board
Yeah.
for her presentation. Even though there is more than 2 and 3 minutes, she is still using the same pictures. Maybe after this she could have done more to give some diagrammatic or pictures for us to actually to visualize what is she talking about. Yeah.
And action.
it. The final tool looks beautiful, strong, and can be used in the future. To make the pot and to construct the pot are not easy to do it alone. That's why we need to help each other. The task is very hard, and the materials to make it also is kind of hard to find. Some of my friends need to buy a real tent so that they can use the materials that they want. I also buy the mosquito net to get the galvanized wire. It is because there are no shops or tool shops that sell this wire, and to buy it online, it will come late and kinda expensive for us as a student. This project really teach us many things. This also the reasons me and my friends can make some memories together on how we through this bitter sweet experience. I want to thank to the lecturers that guide us and teach us what to do for this project. This project also teach us how to work together even though it is an individual project. And I am very grateful and thanks to Allah cause give us strength and to through all of this. I never imagined that I can do this individually. To make forward's presentation also hard because it is our first time. But this also gives us strength to do better in the future. I pray every day and ask Allah because I know He is the only one can help me through all of this, and He is the one we know how hard it is. So I hope for this semester uh, and for other semester, I will get better and better. Everything is hard in this work, so that's why I think this project is good to make us be more greater for the next semester. So I think that's all from me. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you for lending your ears.
Welcome.
Hmm.
I like how she concluded everything. Her experiences.
Shane is nice. I say start. Our
I don't know.
moderator is she's frozen. Hello, Aisha, you're there.
Okay, let me take over. Tiba.
Go. Go, Nuha. She's coming.
Yay! You're back.
Am I back?
Yes.
You can see
Yes,
me?
Aisha.
I'm starting.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh,
So you're on mute.
God. Uh, I feel here. So, um, for here we have ended for the session for Afia. So anything to add before we move on to next one? Anything to say?
I think that Afia's Afia's conclusion, her ending just now is kind of good. She she shared her experiences and we can imagine uh her struggles and yeah we're like having the difficulties with her too by hearing her experiences.
With the same.
In my opinion,
Because now if I think you
overall, he has good eye contact. He in informal attire. He is fluent. Her English is fluent. He has clear voice. But I think that he could adjust the camera so the viewers can see her body language, and then she could smile more and change. I don't know, maybe change her expression when she want to express her concerns or her worries toward the issues, something like that.
Agreed, fully agreed. Anyways, she has done a great job.
Yes.
yeah, let's give it a clap because it's not easy because the duration is really long for her to present.
Ah, she
Yeah.
fulfilled the requirement of this assignment. 20 minutes.
20
Yeah, good.
minutes. Yes.
So anything
Okay.
had to add here, Afia, or we want to move on to next, which is Nabil. Yes.
Yeah, I
Move on.
think let's move on.
Proceed to the
Shadi.
Let's go to Nabil.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nabil Syaritan. Today I will present to you our latest project, which is Task 2 Project 1 Project 01 between the planes. This is a grouping project which carries 10% of our marks, and hope you will understand what I am trying to say to you. First and foremost, I will start with our briefing project, which is one of the most important parts as an architecture student to understand the project briefing so that we know the requirements of every project and we can fulfill every aspect of it. First of all, I will start with the introduction of the project. This exercise is for students to identify the meaning of sense of scale. Sense of scale is a pretty big and pretty important aspect for an architecture students, so because that it shows that how we understand the surrounding of the object of what we are going to do. For example, in this case, we should understand how the sculpture fits into the place, and also we should know that how big the item should be, how big the dimensions are, so that we can fill in the space that we are given, and we do not
So,
take too much space and make that
can I
place
say
hectic.
something, please?
And
Can you
translate.
pause in?
I saw him
Can
holding
you pause
something.
the video?
I
Can you
saw him
pause?
holding a mouse.
Holding a mouse.
Holding
Okay.
a
holding
Mouse.
a
Yeah.
uh,
It's a bit distracting. It's a bit.
yes, I agree. Also, I think he moving too much,
swaying.
like
Ah,
he's swaying. I don't know. Yeah, yeah. He is distraction to our viewers. Let's proceed.
Proceed.
Into sculpture. For example, if we take Zaha Hadid, we should understand what Zaha Hadid is trying to achieve with her structure, and we should understand her principle. What does she want to achieve? what does she wants to set, what message does she want to send to the society and to the people. Also, the elements that we put into our sculpture should have the same elements that our architects have. In grouping, the students need to identify any edges or intersections of a solid or transparency planes, and the students need to propose the object to highlight the connection of sculpture between the planes. So what do we understand
Can
is
you
that,
pause a bit?
for example, if we have two walls, we have to in between of them.
Pardon?
Uh, I want to say something because actually, if we can see from the intro, he is talking too fast for us to understand what he is saying, and his tone is really actually low tone. So if we want to present something, it's actually we are interacting with our viewers. So maybe he can giving something that is introduction or any elements that he can put on the first of his video, because he's saying like he want to end this video fast, so he's talking faster than than before. So that is my comment. But actually he's fluent in English, so I have to accept.
Look at him trying to promote the mouse.
Oh yeah, I
Maybe
just noticed about it.
because he is holding mouse. So actually, what is the purpose of holding the mouse? Actually, it is not his pet. So he's, he's just holding it. Maybe he want to. He has any slide in front of him, so he want to click 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 like that.
Good. Okay.
So anything to add?
Nah.
But he wears a proper attire, looks presentable, so it's good. Also the body language, we can see the body language. He do it well.
Right.
Okay. Let's proceed.
So
Anything or we'll proceed? Okay.
Masih.
So that we
Yep.
could connect both of those planes, and this of two walls shall be at the distance of 1,500 millimeters from plane A to plane B. Students are to design the hanging sculpture to connect between two planes by exploring the architecture principle, form and space, repetition, color, contrast, rhythm, and stability of the sculpture. So now I will present to you our presentation board, which this is our first board. Project 1 between two planes, Daniel Libeskind. This is the architect that we chose, who is a Polish American. You know, he has the Polish accent. So start off first of all, we will start with his biography. He is a Polish American, like I already mentioned, architect, born in 12 May 1946. His philosophy is the notion that buildings are crafted with the perceptible human energy and that they address the greater cultural context in which they are built. So what he is trying to say is every human has their own energy. World War II, he will make a sculpture. I mean, he will make a building plan. His concept will be upon, you know, surviving, or how they appreciate their military back in the days. Next, his work.
Sorry.
Smile.
yeah, you can pause there.
So,
Actually,
mm, uh,
Can I
so
add
can
something?
I
anyone
can
wants
I
to
comment?
speak?
Can I
Oh,
comment
I
something?
want to comment.
Oh no.
And
I want
Okay.
to comment. I think that
everyone
he
took eh, okay,
I
okay, okay.
think I
Say, say.
think he did a good job showing the biography part. He cropped the picture and a clear picture to show to the audience. And but I think he took too long time to explain this part,
Mm,
the biography.
Because
That's
yeah.
all for
he's
me.
just reading the content
And
Yeah.
instead of
then
The board.
explaining it.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah. It
he
looks like.
could reduce the word you know. You know,
I was about to say that.
it's so
Inform.
repetitive. I get distracted by it for me lah.
It's to me it's informant.
Informal, you know. Then we can proceed.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know you want to add some.
Um,
Oh,
I think that yeah, like Nuha said before, he read
Maybe I know
he read
want
the
to say
content.
something.
She
she
said
is
Uh,
she is
listening right now.
she's
okay.
speaking.
Like Nuha said before, he read the content, right? So his eye contact uh is not to the audience, but to the to the content, or maybe he was reading at the screen, at his screen, I think. So it is kind of distracting for me.
I agree.
Yeah.
Agree.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we can proceed, right?
Maybe he is explaining his biography.
uh
Maybe he explained his biography, but actually we can't see any diagram or pictures, so we can't actually visualize what is he is saying. Just
People
putting
should
the board pictures so we can actually understand more about what he is saying. So okay, proceed.
okay.
that is often recited by Muhajirin and Ansar. Why we take this ayah or Quranic verse into our Nakli studies is actually because we are using the concept juxtaposition, which is combining two different, absolutely different things. For example, I combine my phone or cell phone into a chair. Those are two completely different things with different functions and also different shapes, different designs, different different models, different
Yeah, I know.
scales. In fact, um, we want to show that Daniel Libeskin can combine those two different things
Maybe we
into
can
one
fast forward.
design. He
Fast forward. Okay.
Uh,
Go.
uh,
Yeah, music can portray someone's passion. Music can show how expressful the person are, how the music producer or music writer shows how they feel. For example, if they have a sad day, they make a sad music sheet, which is you know some way to show their expression. However, he thinks that this music does not crave he it does not satisfy his craving for showing his
can
passion.
you pause?
That is when he turns into architecture
Can you pause
and
the
finds.
video?
Yes, Icha.
So anything?
Oh.
For me, actually, he's not using much of pictures, so we can see just himself standing here, maybe sitting here, because what is he talking? Maybe the tone of his voice is not really enjoyable to hear for us as a viewers. So we have to see more pictures to actually visualize what is he talking. And his eye contact too is a bit distracting because he is looking there and there. So anything to add?
In addition, I think his background can distracting because sometimes she sometimes he disappeared a little because of the background. I don't know, maybe he wants the white background to make it looks clear. Ah, but yeah, it's blurry. Gitulah. Like
Yeah.
Yeah. So we want to
Okay.
proceed,
Yes.
or anyone wants to say something? Yeah.
Okay. Proceed.
Okay.
Very old thing to do, and it looks very interesting. You know, it can reflect some light and make some reflections look, shiny and very portrayable to people. It is very interesting, and I think it looks pretty good. His love towards music is very, very conceivable, and
I think
people tend to think that it
I think we should add the counter.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, you know.
I think I will answer it, but yeah,
Yeah, you know. Let's proceed.
Okay, we'll be back. Um, next.
something poking out of box and something not usual, not something our society have ever seen, not something that we always get to see. Moving on, juxtaposition is also, like combining two things like I explained in our nuclear studies. This is our design process. The first design was pretty much something that we only made our mock-up models with, and it does not look that good, but it is something, and it doesn't really show just the position. So that is why we moved on to our improvised phase, which is combining our old stuff, you know, like our old
Yeah, you
CDs,
know.
and we used to have a vinyl record in our structure. Our every aspect of our structure has a unique look to Daniel Libeskind. How we can show what Daniel Libeskind thinks like.
Is there anyone talking?
yes, sure.
Yes. Here we
You
go
can
to
fast forward to
Miss
the last part
Etsy.
actually.
Wait, because the
No,
line
to the
Ending.
part.
is wait.
The modern metallic structure that we have in the middle, which is our main structure, it shows how Daniel Libeskind use, juxtaposition. Corrugated board is something that we use to show our, dimensions and also how we fix them. First of all is our plan. It may not look like much, but I had a tough time drawing the plan. It looks very irregular, which is something that we have actually tried to achieve, and we actually did. It does not look symmetrical, and also show it does not show any normal structures that does not look
Yeah.
repetitive, does not look.
Yes.
It is actually very high, and it does not does not touch any people's head when
Yeah.
anyone goes through the hallway, because our rear elevation looks very shiny and looks very clean, to show the contrast between the front and also the rear elevation, because if we do not use two tones of color, it will not look very different. That is all from me. Thank you for listening. um, till next time we meet, thank you and have a nice day. Thank you.
Like,
No,
At the end,
finally
he
he's
can smile, but why?
ended. I'm almost sleeping. Okay. What?
oh,
What
sleep.
you
You
want to
almost
comment?
sleep. Oh, you shouldn't sleep,
Yeah. I
So
don't know.
we're
I'm just
roasting
like,
now instead
no.
of commenting.
And then so, but yeah, but you want to comment here?
Husna
Anything
want to
to comment?
comment.
Who
Yeah, Husna.
Okay.
want to?
I think he's kind of similar to Afia. Um, she if he could improve his face expression. Um, smile more. Thought the tone of his voice. Maybe he could add the right of it, and also relate it with the situation what he is presenting. But for the good, I will leave it to Fatin.
Okay, Nabil has a good body language. He is in formal outfit, yes, and then his language, English is so good as expect from like Muet Band 5. He has he has fluence, English fluence is good. He also, I think his voice is low, but I can hear the speech is clear, and that's all I think.
Yeah. Noha, you want to add something?
Uh, I think he didn't make a conclusion, right?
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
Just
he
end
right away
it
straight
here.
away ended. Yeah. But as Fatin said that he is I can hear that he is very fluent. But yeah, I think lack of pictures and diagrams. That's all I think.
Mm.
Yeah.
Overall, I like his confidence.
Yes,
Yeah.
I
I know you
agree.
want to add something.
I think he didn't show the model, right? So I think it's kind of sad because
Oh,
Yeah, it's true.
we can't see
yes.
the real one. So
Yeah.
I think
It's
that's
our
all.
group after. Call, scold him after this.
Yeah, but maybe we have another pictures, right?
Yeah.
We took a lot of picture that day, but he didn't show in his video.
Are you sad?
Maybe he got
Are you
something.
upset?
Oh, we
Yeah.
put a lot of effort on that model, but he didn't show in the video. He only showed his drawing. That
Yeah. It's beautiful, but no. Took a long
is
time to see his drawing only. We want to see the actual
uh,
model.
hmm, his
Yeah.
drawing
Oh,
is really
there's three of his teammates here. Okay, understood.
Ayun, ako ba?
Excuse me. Excuse me. Bye.
And
What is
overall,
that?
I think two of them, their presentation is good, and I really like how they're fluent with their presentation. Actually, they could practice more to actually communicate better with the viewers, because we want to see their videos, so they can't make it boring. So we didn't sleep like me just now.
Mm.
Good point.
I think they can improve better, but they did a good job. So I think
Yeah. Wow.
Good job, Afia and Nabil.
yeah, good
So,
job.
that's me.
Yay.
Okay, thank you
So that
guys.
is all for us. Thank you for joining us today, guys. So that is all for
Thank
our
you, Ida.
reaction. We can see so many emotion and so many reaction from us to them. So until we see next time. So I hope to see you all next week. So bye bye.
So,
Bye
I
guys.
hope he is the last one.
Bye.
Assalamualaikum.
Thank you, guys.
Bye.
Bye.